Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad, who's taken to Twitter to say, and I quote, while abrogating Article 370, good governance was promised both in J&K and Ladakh. The speed with which vaccination against COVID-19 is going on, even in the remotest parts of J&K and Ladakh, is a sign of pro-people good governance. It is now more than a day when central leadership of Congress is maintaining silence on its stand about Article 370. Does the Congress want restoration of Article 370 as Digvijay Singh has indicated? Time of silence is over. Please explain your clear stand, unquote. Ravi Shankar Prasad putting out a tweet there, and our political editor Aishwarya Kapoor is also joining us with more details on the same. Aishwarya, the BJP has been hitting hard since yesterday. Yesterday, Sambit Patra also addressed the media and said this was all part of the toolkit conspiracy. Now you have Ravi Shankar Prasad coming out and demanding answers, saying that the party high command must answer, they must make their stand clear, and certainly highlighted how the Congress, without a doubt, has problems with the kind of development that is taking place in J&K.
Well, actually, what needs to be understood that it's the Union Law Minister. And when he is responding on the issue of Article 370's abrogation, and the way the Congress leader and then the former member of Parliament commented that yes, when Congress comes to power, they will relook into it. So the Law Minister is responding to it and is responding in a very, very serious manner. He says that the government has followed the complete process. Is the Congress party undermining the Parliament of this country? Is the Congress party... and if Congress party thinks what Digvijay Singh has said, then the Congress party should come out openly and say that yes, if they are voted to power, then they will bring back 370. Because the Congress party has been quiet. Leaders of the likes of Digvijay Singh who have been out of the main decision-making process of the Congress, making such comments, hence creating an ambiguity on the whole issue. And that is why it makes it very, very important for the Congress party to now to officially respond back to this issue, that whether do they abide or stand firmly with Digvijay Singh or against him? Because some or the other way, they would have to very, very clearly choose either they are with him or they are against him. Because if you are saying that you're going to bring back Article 370, then whether it's the official stand of the Congress party or not, and if it is, then Congress party needs to explain that what exactly happened in India, basically happened in the Indian Parliament. They do not keep that into consideration. They do not respect the Indian Parliament, and then the bill passed in it. Because it was passed in not only one, but both Lok Sabha and Raj Sabha, and hence.
Absolutely, Aishwarya, because this way or that, the Congress needs to take a stand. It cannot continue fooling people is what the BJP is maintaining at this point in time. Because, Aishwarya, this is not the first time. You've had Congress leaders in the past also indicate how they are completely against abrogation of Article 370, but we've never heard a word from the party high command, not a clear stand once that has been taken by any of the senior Congress leaders, be it Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi. None of them have spoken a word. So that is the clear demand that is now coming in from the BJP, wherein it says that the Congress must take a clear stand. And how yesterday also we heard BJP spokesperson Sambit Patra, who said that the Congress leader was spewing venom against India outside and how he's towing Pakistan's line. That's the BJP's argument really as to why is it that the Congress feels the need to go to these kind of platforms to defame India, to take an anti-India stand. And Aishwarya is also back with us. Aishwarya, the BJP has been saying, all right, you have a problem with the government of the day. All right, you do not want to agree with the decisions taken by the Narendra Modi government. But taking sides of foreign media outlets, taking sides of Pakistani journalists to defame India and take this kind of an anti-India stand, that's the problem, the bigger problem that the BJP is trying to point out.
Foreign media is not the issue. Any leader can speak to domestic or to international media, but speaking to media of Pakistan, which is very clearly India's enemy number one, is there any doubt about it in anyone's mind? And especially to the Congress party, you're not talking about a leader who's naive. You're not talking about a leader who's new into politics. You're talking about a leader from a party who has been in governance in India for more than 50 years. He is a former MLA, former MP, former minister, former chief minister. And hence, when he makes such a comment, it is being stated that it is Congress's official statement. And if it's not, then Congress needs to come out. Then why on such social networking platforms, Clubhouse or so many likely others, will you accept or will you condemn your own government in front of media of not only an international nation, but that of enemy number one, that is Pakistan, the state which has created the most trouble in India, the state, the country which has been harboring terrorism, not only according to India, but according to the world, according to the United Nations. And despite that, our leaders, you are opposition within India, but when you represent India in front of anyone overseas, you are Indian first, and then you are later Congress, BJP, SP, BSP. They need to understand that in sheer desperation to go against Modi, first they went against the country, and now when you are speaking to the Pakistani media, it's just not any other international media, you're speaking to Pakistani media. The media of a country which is completely against India and has been creating what kind of blood violence and everything is aware. Congress party is aware of what has been happening in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, but despite that, you will go onto a social networking site speaking to the Pakistani journalists and condemning your own country, your own government, your own parliament. What exactly does Digvijay Singh was thinking about? Hence we say, in a sheer desperation to oppose Modi, you don't forget that you are opposing the country then, if you are doing it in front of the Pakistani media. And hence, first and foremost, Article 370, whether it is the official stand of the Congress party or not, you need to clarify. There has been completely finger on the lips kind of silence as far as the Congress party is concerned for the last 48 hours, ever since this statement from their former chief minister, former MP, former MLA, Digvijay Singh has come. If you remember, he was one-time guru of Rahul Gandhi. So all of this is there. He has the access. He knows what exactly is turning around in the Congress party here.
Yes, and that's what the BJP is saying. If this is not just to oppose the Narendra Modi government's decision and oppose the government of the day, why not take a clear stand? Why is the central leadership of the Congress party not coming out in public domain and saying, yes, when we return to power, or if we return to power, we will push for Article 370 and we are absolutely against its abrogation? Thank you, Aishwarya, for joining us with all those details.